I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on... Okay, then shut up and listen, because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
Okay.
This is their...
The sidewalk.
And I just said, no,
Sidewalk?
nope.
Is this a sidewalk?
Hey,
Is this a sidewalk?
I talk, you listen. You listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Hey, I just asked him, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property, driver's license.
This isn't...
What are you tossing me?
Driver's license.
Okay.
Can we talk to this officer?
You sure can.
He'll probably
Absolutely.
maybe
Sure
he'll
can.
understand what a public easement
Sure
is.
can.
Yeah, I would be happy to learn where the public easement.
Have you ever been stopped by a police officer and told you must give your ID, but you're not under arrest? You're just standing on a public sidewalk. In this incident outside Planned Parenthood in Tulsa, citizen Jameson challenges a Tulsa officer's authority when he refuses to explain how the sidewalk becomes private property. What happens next is a textbook example of avoiding questions and power unsettlement. Stay with us on Mr. Right, Eddie Refusal, as we break down the confrontation and your rights, thanks to the original channel for the footage.
How is someone supposed to go?
Sir, I'm not going to explain this to you over and over again.
You did
So,
not explain it to me the first time.
You need to make an option.
Explain it to me the first time.
You need to make,
I'm happy
you need to make a
I'm telling
choice.
you now, I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on... Okay, then shut up and listen, because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
Okay.
This is their property.
Yes. And
They
own
want
18
you
feet.
gone.
They own the
So,
18
because
feet.
you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't tell us to leave. You said stand on this side of the sidewalk.
And I just said, no,
Sidewalk?
nope.
Is this a sidewalk?
Hey,
Is this a sidewalk?
I talk, you listen. I talk, you listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Hey, I just asked him, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property, driver's license.
This isn't...
What are you tossing me?
Driver's license.
Okay.
Can we talk to this officer?
You sure can.
He'll probably
Absolutely.
maybe
Sure
he'll
can.
understand what a public easement
Sure
is.
can.
Yeah, I would be happy to learn where the public easement
This is
and
their
how
property.
the person's
This is a
supposed to
public
walk
easement.
So,
on the
See,
like
sidewalk.
I said,
that
either
utility
driver's
post.
license.
So is a person supposed
your
to walk on
citation.
a sidewalk and then into the street?
This is not, dude. The sidewalk ends right there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Technically,
You go to the this sidewalk all the way to that road. What, you want to
This
walk in the
is their
street?
property.
They walk in the street.
This is their
or they walk
property.
on the
Parking lot, grass. So,
Sir, you're not,
are you going to give me your driver's license or not?
Sir, I'm happy to
It's a
talk
simple
to this
question,
gentleman.
sir. How does a person get from this sidewalk to
I'm
that
not
one?
talking to you.
Tensions rise as Jameson, a citizen filming near Planned Parenthood in Tulsa, is aggressively confronted by an unidentified Tulsa police officer. The officer demands Jameson's driver's license, claiming he is trespassing, yet fails to provide any legal explanation or warning. When Jameson calmly questions how a pedestrian can legally walk without stepping into alleged private property, the officer escalates the situation with threats and disrespectful language. This is not a traffic stop, and under the 4th Amendment, no ID is required unless there's reasonable suspicion of a crime. The officer's conduct reflects possible police misconduct and ignorance of public easement rights. Jameson remains within his First Amendment right to record and to ask questions. The law requires clarity, not coercion.
Sir, I'm
not talking
I'm
to
happy
you. You
to
can
give-
record all you want to, but you're not going to interfere in what I'm doing.
I am
okay?
happy.
Just ask you a question, sir. You didn't have to talk to me.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm
Fine,
happy,
then don't.
I'm happy to give my license
Okay,
to your
then give me
supervisor,
your
to
driver's
your
license.
supervisor, after you answer my question, because
Okay.
I am trying to understand how I can be a lawful citizen
Driver's
walking from
license.
point A to point B to your supervisor.
Okay, he's on the way.
Great.
But he's driver's license.
I would be happy to speak for him, sir, because you have not told me how I'm breaking the law by walking in an area
I
where
have
someone
told you
is-
5 times.
Sir, you haven't told me a single
I've
thing.
told you
One,
5
you
times.
told me over there, and then we asked on this side.
What did I tell you?
You told me over there.
What did I
stand
tell
on
you over
that
there?
Side,
What did I tell you?
And we did. And then I walked over to here, and you said sidewalk
What?
on this side of the road.
What
now
did
you
I
tell
you?
me?
What did I tell you? Verbatim,
I
what did
just
I tell you?
told you, sir. I didn't.
I told you to stand on the other side of that tree
Yes.
in that paved parking lot, and there was absolutely no problem with that, unless the people that own that piece of property you were standing on wanted you gone too.
Okay.
So,
Did they?
but
tell
we're
us
not
to
talking
leave?
about that. We're talking about where you're standing here
Yes.
is their property.
While we were over there, you said the side.
So,
well, you said
are
with the
you gonna
easement-
do the driver's license or not?
Sir, I told you I would give your supervisor my driver's license.
Okay.
Yeah. But can you answer my question?
And then you, same thing.
Can you answer my question though?
I answered your question.
You did not.
I answered your question
No, you deflected my question.
multiple times.
You deflected my question.
No.
Lawful citizen is walking down this sidewalk. Does Planned Parenthood own this sidewalk?
We're not talking about hypotheticals.
You can't answer my question.
We are talking about
no. What if
right here and
you
right
can't
now.
answer my question. After the citation, I walk down this street and I want to get
You know what?
to Quaker Street.
You can go to court and contest it all you want
I'd
to.
be happy to. but
Okay.
You said you weren't
Answer my
avoiding his question,
Are
sir. This
are
is
you
classic
supposed to
textbook
enforce the law?
avoiding questions.
I'm not playing this game.
Are you supposed to enforce
I'm
the
not
law?
playing this game.
You're right.
This is
You want
textbook
to have
avoiding
all the
questions,
power in the
sir.
world
I'm
and
not-
tell me what to do.
I'm
You
not
can't answer
going
my
down
question.
this rabbit hole.
Sir, I will be silent until
This is not not going to turn into a YouTube video. Sorry.
It already is,
I
sir.
care about knowing what I can do lawfully.
I'm telling you what you can do lawfully.
No, come on. You're telling me what I can do in your opinion. You can't
No, I'm
cite the
telling
law,
you what
and
you
you
can't
can't
do
even
lawfully.
answer me a question.
So
You know, if you answer this
Once he
question,
gets
then
here,
I won't get a citation. I'm happy to talk to
you can flap your jaws, whatever, right? My sergeant's going to say the same thing.
Good. I will talk to him.
You cut your citation and you leave
Yeah,
because
we'll talk to him.
because they don't want you on your property.
Good.
So
Jameson continues pressing the unidentified Tulsa police officer for a clear legal basis, asking how simply walking on a sidewalk becomes a crime. Instead of articulating any statute, the officer repeats vague claims and shifts the conversation, a pattern consistent with police misconduct and failure to meet the standards set by Fourth Amendment detention rules. A lawful pedestrian questioning authority is not interference, and recording the encounter remains fully protected under the First Amendment. When an officer avoids answering a direct question about the law he claims to enforce, the burden shifts back to the government. Jameson correctly demands either a lawful directive or an explanation, illustrating the core principle of police versus law accountability.
We'll talk to your supervisor.
do you guys want them banned from your property? Okay, so you're banned from the
So
property.
you're a
in
tool
addition,
of Planned
right?
Parenthood.
So,
You realize that?
Anything that belongs to them, you can't be here. I explained this to you. I gave you clear parameters. I said you can stand over there, you can stand over here. I gave you a box to work in what was by the law, and you want to play games. So since you want to play games,
I'll be happy to talk to you.
and the minute I leave, you want to go and do what you're doing.
I will be happy. Sir, I walked
Then
over
you're
here
gonna
while
have
you-
a
I walked over
citation
here while
coming
you were
your way.
standing right
So-
there. I walked over here while you were standing right there. Why did
Cheryl,
you not
mind
inform
hanging out
me?
with them? So I start. I'll just fill them out, and then I'll get the information once more, and then I'll get this stuff.
Do you know what a public easement is?
He's getting cited for trespassing for standing where he's standing there.
Jameson is? Right there?
And so he's waiting for the supervisor before he provides his information. But the question he asked the police officer, if somebody's walking down this sidewalk to get to that sidewalk, where do they go? And the cop wouldn't answer. Because it's clearly a question that they can't answer. Because this
So they're
is,
saying they can't stand
they're,
here?
they're saying that this is their property, which is absurd.
Yeah, they can't own all the way to the street.
No, apparently to this gentleman, you cannot stand on grass.
Can we stand over
Say you
there?
have to be
still?
behind the grass.
To answer my question to the best of your ability, because this gentleman wouldn't.
I will defer
It's
that
to
to
show
the
where the
supervisor
public
that's on his way.
Okay, I'm happy to answer. Because honestly, sir, I'm not even trying to be a
Are you
jerk.
seeking
I
you?
want to know.
Okay,
There's
fine.
a sidewalk here, so I'm really curious.
Well, there's not a sidewalk there, but
Right.
there is back there.
Right, right. So my question, and I'll defer to your supervisor, but my question is, how can a person walk on this sidewalk and try to get to that sidewalk on the other side of Quaker? Are they supposed to walk in the middle of the street,
This is
or
the
is this an
easement.
easement?
This is
I agree that's an easement. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, well, they're wanting to give us a
I would have
trespass
to see-
for being on an easement.
I would have to see the actual legal description, so I haven't looked at that yet.
That's fair. I appreciate that,
But I
sir.
would agree that that may be the extension of the sidewalk.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
At least you're willing to listen.
I stand in the grass, and I asked him, if you tell us that we have to stand on this side of the sidewalk closer to the road, and there's no sidewalk here, and we have AT&T public utilities here, or AT&T utilities here, how am I supposed to assume that I'm on Planned Parenthood's property? And how is a person supposed to walk from point A? Not walk to the road?
Yeah, the citations are not going to happen.
Thank you, sir.
In my view, and I have agreement, and I have to refer. I don't know everything by heart, so I have to refer on these. I've dealt with enough of it downtown. We went to the protest that I know and I have enough knowledge. But yeah, there's an imaginary sidewalk that goes through, and even though if they were to bring me property, their property diagrams or whatever, and show it to the sidewalk, everybody knows they have easements on the backyard and the front yard. AT&T, whoever can get in your backyard and get to their
Whatever
cable
real
lines.
estate business owns this, they put up their
Right.
signs. Yeah.
So
I do that
even
all
though
the
they
time.
may have plans that show they owe there, the city still can come in here and build a sidewalk. So there's an imaginary sidewalk. You guys can see the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not telling you where to go. I can tell you where you can't be. And that
Right.
is essentially from this pole that way. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Out there's something else.
Okay.
You can't impede traffic way here.
Of course,
and
of course.
you can't impede the traffic way there.
Of course. Okay.
And at any time that happens, then you can obviously get cited. But
Understood. Perfect.
as soon as I have the chance to talk to whoever I'm supposed to talk to over there, I'll talk to them and explain that to them. If they have a problem, then they complain to the city of Tulsa. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as you abide by those, then I'm happy.
Appreciate
Very
that
much,
being
sir.
rational.
All right. So, what y'all can stand, you can stand where you're standing.
A clear contrast emerges when a supervisor arrives and calmly addresses the legal question that the first Tulsa officer aggressively ignored. Jameson challenges the officer's interpretation of trespassing laws, citing the existence of a public easement, a portion of land like sidewalks reserved for public use even when adjacent to private property. The supervisor acknowledges this, outlines boundaries where lawful protest can occur, and avoids further police misconduct. This moment illustrates how law enforcement accountability and understanding the limits of private property claims under municipal zoning restore order. The sidewalk remains a public right-of-ways, and Jameson is within his constitutional rights when standing there.
All right. So as long as you stay where you are, don't come onto, because where you are is fine, all right? But don't come onto the parking lot. Don't go into the alley. The other apartment people have already said, hey.
Can't go in the alley?
So you guys moved when they asked you to, and I do appreciate you moving when they asked you to. You can't block this alley, right? Because traffic has to be able to go out. So where you are, or if you want to move across the street to the other sidewalk, that's fine. But
Essentially,
this
it's an
is
imaginary line.
essentially the line that you can't go
From this
past,
side,
okay?
the south side,
South
all
side.
the way to the south side of that one, and here.
And
Okay.
sir, you're gonna check on this for us?
That's a no-no.
So you're
They
quite
actually
abrasive
do-
to us. Are you going to
they
apologize to my
actually
brother? Are you
own
going to
all the way
apologize
up
to us for?
No.
Up
You're
to that
not?
curb line on this
Okay,
side.
he's not going to
because they-
apologize for throwing his weight around
They
earlier.
actually own-
When he
because
walks to his car,
they
I want you
built
to
all
know,
this,
folks,
they
when this goes on
actually own
YouTube,
all
this is what it's called the walk of shame. That he
They
comes
own-
out here
they
throwing
own
his
this,
weight around,
but
exercising his authority, proven wrong, and does not apologize for his abrasive attitude.
Because it's-
This, folks, is the walk of shame.
I understand. And that's why I was repeating and I was giving you this, you guys this. Yeah.
Yes, sir, I would appreciate it.
Sir, pride comes before destruction, so you're too proud to apologize when you're proven wrong.
Just stay where
Is
you've
exactly
been
what
told
You are too proud to apologize when proven wrong, sir. You are not fit for your job. You're not fit for the badge, sir. You refuse to apologize when you're proven wrong, sir.
Go back over there.
You should find another job. Work in a hardware store or something, sir, but you're not fit to be a police officer. It's shameful. This is the walk of shame, folks. My brother saved you a lawsuit, sir. You should be thanking him.
I just hope that he'll be able to
You're going to stand before God one day too, sir. He's going to hold you account. It might not concern you now, sir, but it will concern you.
This encounter between Jameson and the unidentified Tulsa officer highlights the urgent need for accountability in ID refusal cases. Jameson earns a solid A for his calm, lawful approach, persistent questions, and refusal to be intimidated. The officer's aggressive tone, legal deflection, and disregard for public easement rights warrant a clear D. This was not a traffic stop. No crime had been articulated, making forced ID demand legally baseless. Citizens must learn to refuse ID legally and peacefully while asserting their First and Fourth Amendment rights. If you're unsure, ask questions, but never resist physically. Support civil dialogue, not escalation. Follow Mr. Wright, the ID Refusal, for more rights-based analysis. And don't forget to support the original channel for exposing these vital moments. Legal summary. First Amendment right to record and speak in public. Fourth Amendment no ID required without reasonable suspicion. Public easement doctrine. Sidewalks adjacent to public roads are public access. Adderley v. Florida. Trespassing law requires notice and actual intent to remain unlawfully. Interference law's dialogue is not obstruction.